The Miss Universe organization from now on is gonna be ran by women.
Ran by women, my freedom-loving friends. That is exactly what the patriarchy looks like in disguise. Welcome back to the JP Reacts channel, where we like to explore the lies, hypocrisy, and corruption of tyrants. This clip is from the new owner of the Miss Universe pageant, who is a biological male who believes he is a female. Awesome. Freedom. I love it. Believe what you want to believe. Pretend your truth. You be you in a safe space for you. All about it. Do what you want. But if there was such a thing as toxic masculinity, and I do think there is, I don't think it's all the frivolous smears of like, oh, you lift weights, so you're toxic masculinity. That's what you are. I don't think that's actually toxic masculinity. I think a lot of what is called toxic masculinity is in fact very healthy masculinity. So what is toxic masculinity? Same thing that we call out with tyrants. It's corruption and it's deception, and it's looking to take advantage of people. It's approaching a situation with a false pretense. The Miss Universe contest is gonna be run by women. Yay, women's empowerment. Problem is, this is coming from a biological man who is taking on the persona of a woman and then promoting, hey, Miss Universe is run by women. That's toxic masculinity. That's the patriarchy taking over women's empowerment. I think if women's empowerment should be run by anybody, it should be empowered women, not disempowered men. That is toxic masculinity, in my opinion. Let's take a look at this full clip from the new owner of the Miss Universe contest.
The Miss Universe organization from now on is gonna be ran by women, owned by trans women, for all women. For all women really around the world to celebrate the power of feminism.
Now, this person who's allegedly out for the empowerment of women, the empowerment of the feminine, as this person, as they say, whatever their pronouns are, they're saying they're a trans woman. Now, that is synonymous with a biological male. So a biological male saying, hey, women's empowerment, it really matters. So guess what? I'm a woman. I'm better at being a woman than you. In fact, I'm so much better. I'm going to take over this symbolic pageant that somehow represents womanhood. I think it's a probably shallow pageant based on facades and superficiality. But nonetheless, a biological male is saying, we are doing this for women. Is there a fox in the henhouse on this? Now, at a chromosomal level, this individual is actually part of the patriarchy. Now, I'm not saying the patriarchy is bad. I think that's part of the smear campaign of like, hey, we need to pretend all masculinity is toxic. Testosterone is a poison. But nonetheless, at the chromosomal level, there is a fact that this individual we just saw has XY chromosomes. Those are the chromosomes of the patriarchy. Therefore, you have the patriarchy saying, we're doing this for women. But wouldn't it make sense if we were living in something other than 1984, that genuine women's empowerment is actually representative of women, not biological males with XY chromosomes trying to do the empowerment for women? And one could maybe speculate, I don't know if this is true, but one might be able to speculate, well, if you're all about women's empowerment and you're not a woman, you have XY chromosomes, maybe you're actually out for your own empowerment. Maybe this is all about you gratifying yourself, you getting a sense of control and significance. But are you doing that at the expense of women? Using women's empowerment as this beautiful looking cause that you stand for, when in fact what you're really standing for is yourself and your patriarchal XY chromosomes. Is it a fox in a hen house, or do you think this person is genuinely out for women's empowerment and doing good for women's empowerment? I don't know. I have my opinion, and I'm curious what you think. And it's also sort of interesting how this, for women's empowerment, has a more masculine voice than I do. Now, I might be off my rocker, but I speculate if you're looking to create opportunities for women, then you, your XY chromosome self, shouldn't be taking one of those opportunities from women and then self-promoting yourself as a promoter of women's empowerment. Fox in the henhouse scenario from me, but of course I'm not a woman from what I understand about myself. I could be wrong, I probably am. Nobody's identified my proper pronouns yet. My parents haven't thrown a gender reveal party for me yet, so I'm still pretty clueless about what I am because there's no way to understand. I mean, I look down, but that gives me no evidence of who and what I am. I just have this social construct of my biological construct, which is nothing but fantasy. But what is reality is what we imagine ourselves to be. If you imagine it, then it's true. And if you can't distinguish between reality and what you imagine, then you're good to go in 1984. Let me know what you think of this situation in the comments below. And I will see you next time for our next video. But until then, my beautiful friends, stay free and stay awake but not woke.